Hey all, hello everybody. This is Dr. J and Arjun, streaming live from Long Island, New York, and Overland, California,
Yep,
via Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
indeed.
But you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, not an Oakland anything fan.
Yeah, I think it's safe to like both. We've had no conflict of interest over the years. I like the Raiders. I like the A's. No problems here, but I'm first and foremost a Pittsburgh fan.
Well, the Raiders are playing in Vegas now. Is that what they're playing?
Yeah, they are, but everyone here's. I mean, a lot of people are flying out to Vegas for the games. It's like a 40-minute flight. So I think it's going to feel the exact same over there. I want to go to a game at some point.
Yeah, I also like the baseball team. They've had good teams through the years.
They have, but their stadium is a dump. They need a new one.
Oh, they need a new stadium?
It's a dump, yeah. Oh, we got Mark, Cat.
Brooklyn. Yeah, I mean, it's an off time. Normally I do this at 3:30, but for whatever reason, I said I want to do it at noon, so I have to pulse. Keep people alert. Check their stock twits.
Agreed.
Man is the only one that's positive on the week on the stock picking contest. He's got a gain of 1.1%. I think MA is second with like minus 0.5%. I'm down 4%.
Yeah.
It's been a tough week. This market is a see a profit, take a profit market, in my opinion.
It is. I can attest to that.
So I've been doing just that. I've been grabbing every profit I can grab and looking to come back in cheaper and do it again.
Oh, he sold PavMed. Yeah, I have some friends that sold PavMed too. That popped off real nicely yesterday.
Cabinet guy from the Green Mountain States. Man sold PAVM. This is precisely what I'm talking about. You see a profit, you take a profit in this market. Man, I was going to sell my CTXR at $1.96. I noticed it at 8:03 p.m. Too late to sell in the aftermarket. By the time I got up early this morning, the offering was announced, and all I could get for it was $1.50. I sold half. So that's my woes. And I'm going to put Man did a write-up of a couple of stocks from me. I think ATNM was one of the, not ATNM. CTXR. I get confused sometimes between all these symbols. CTXR, not ATNM. Cat is getting slaughtered. Sell. Whatever the hell you're getting slaughtered in, sell. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah, look at this offering size. Did you ever see anything like that? 75 million on 120 million market cap?
Outrageous.
They're selling the whole freaking company, for crying out loud.
It's ridiculous. So it was 120 million before the offering, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, that ratio is absolutely nuts. Yeah.
They're selling half the company.
More.
Well, I don't know if it's more.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because it'll go up to 195. Yeah.
But they're selling about half the company.
Wonder who
it's
bought
not
it.
Quite 75 million. It's 50 million plus a warrant. I don't know what the strike price is on the warrant.
But yeah, that's so.
But it's still terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So they killed that stock. I probably should have sold more of it. Cat and I are both having a contest. Who could sell first? Who can sell faster? Arjun and I discussed it. I'm 30% cash. Arjun went to 25% cash.
Yeah.
I think it's this you can still play the swings and make money going long, but it's prudent to be a little bit cautious right now.
Yep. I'm usually closer to like 5% cash, so this is very weird for me. But
I'm normally 10% cash, around there. I hover.
Yeah. Let's see what other people are saying.
EH on a bounce. Okay.
I haven't looked at that.
Just to give you an idea how rough it's been, I'll go to stock picks and show you what I'm talking about with the leaders. Nobody's positive except for Man. At least he was a little while ago. I have to share screen though.
Yeah.
In order for you to see it. I'm getting a little echo from you. I don't know why.
How about now?
Yeah, I think it's better. I think if we go constant, if we both tonight, it's loading and weekly stock picks. And I want to slide down to the this week's. A little slow in loading. There we go. All right, so we're up to this one here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. On the year, I'm doing great, but this week I'm in the gutter.
Yeah, this week you're down about significantly, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
So what am I? I'm negative 3.5%. With my top, I went to four SPACs: DCRB, CLII, CTIC is not a SPAC. CLA. That's it. I went to 3 SPACs. CLII is EVgo, it's charging station. DCRB is going to merge with a hydrogen fuel company.
Yeah.
And CLA, I don't even remember who they're merging with, but it's another EV play, I believe. And they're all getting killed.
Yeah. That's in line with the whole market right now. It's not even killed.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we should get. Let's take a look at Man. Man had some good picks earlier in the week. He was doing very well.
Yeah, he's beating the market for sure.
ABM is one of them.
PavMed, but a lot of my friends actually sold their whole position on PavMed yesterday. I have a few friends that are still in, but yeah, they had a real nice bump up.
Yeah. Entry point. So it's 427 now?
Yeah, but yesterday I think it was higher. Let me look.
So he's still up there.
Yeah, I mean, in the pre-market today, it was close to 5.
He's up $34 for a $200 investment.
Yeah.
Let's see how much percent he's up. 2%. That's quite good in this market.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Quite good. So Man's still doing well.
Are you going to start letting people pick Bitcoin for this category or no?
No. MA, I think it might be up. He was pretty close to even.
Yeah.
ARAV is still up.
Okay.
And IFRX is still up. Athesis is getting killed along with me. I'm getting massacred on Athesis. BCRX is up.
Yeah, they've got a great one.
FSR is down. I think you should have a gain. 1.26. So we have those two that are in positive territory. I'm minus 3.5. I'm not going to look at you. I'm going to save you the embarrassment.
Hey, I'm up on BCRX. Yeah,
you're up on, I think you might be leading. Well, one of the leaders on the yearly, though.
Yeah, the year I'm doing great, but it's because my Dryo popped.
I think you're one of the leaders on the year.
Yeah, the year I'm good.
Let's see what you're up on the year. You have VBIV, nice gain. BCRX, nice gain. Albo, flat. BNGO, a triple.
Yeah.
And Dryo, a double.
Yeah.
For a gain of 58.72%. Just quit for the whole year.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen. You don't get 60% in 45 days, but here we are.
Yeah. I mean, that makes you extra cautious. That's why you're moving to all that cash.
Yeah, I've sold a lot of DRIO. I'm just a little wary.
And let's see what I'm up. DraftKings is doing yucky today. Ooh, nasty. DMTK yucky today. It was up to 78, now it's 69. SBE, I'm actually behind on. Trillium, behind on. Curaleaf, slightly well ahead, but not that much. I'm up 37.7% with my two negative ones.
Yeah, it's still great.
Yeah, I mean, the market is crazy. But this week is another story.
Yeah. Well, like you said, it's profit-taking season. Take some profits a little bit.
Yeah. Fosco sent me an article to put for the website, so I'm going to put it up.
Oh, nice.
On AVDL. Featured stock of the week it'll be. I'm late on opening my email. He actually sent it a week ago, but I think it's still applicable. And Man sent me an article. I'm going to put that up. So I'll have a couple of new featured stocks for the website.
Very nice.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we can draw.
Yeah, let's see what people have. There was one request for KMPH, which I have not been following, but you can take a look at that at some point.
It's been a move. It's been a move of one of Jake's favorites. And this is the one we're going to put up on the website. Fosco's pick AVDL.
Yeah, let's start with that. I want to learn about that.
Yeah.
Oh, can you take Kat?
The fundamental.
Can you take her comment off just so we can see?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
For some reason, we're kind of slow today. Vibrant.
It's not too bad. You're breaking up only a little. It's not too bad.
LCTX is one of the few winners I have today. Avidel is holding up very nicely. When he came on the show, I believe it was, I think I bought this at 720, 740. So when he came on the show, it was quite a bit lower.
Let's see.
The fundamentals will be explained on the website, so I'm not going to go into it too much at all.
Yeah.
The chart is very nice, except yesterday was a nasty looking candle. And today is a nice, beautiful, beautiful comeback day, considering it
Yeah.
sold off
So it
all the way
retreated
to
to the 9 and then it bounced. Okay. So the 9 is support.
785. It hit today on the low. You
Yeah.
believe that? 785. The high 872, trading at 856. It's trying to hold the 9-day. If it
Yeah.
would have closed above the 9-day, I'd be thrilled. Even a close the way it is now is a very bullish single candle.
Yeah.
When you see that kind of long tail and
Yeah.
the bulls come right back and buy it up.
Yeah.
And it went below the key level of support. The key level of support is 820. It went below that 820 and it bounced right back above it.
Yeah.
So this is right now very bullish.
Yeah. The
Very bullish.
CME is great. Nice. Nice.
And it reminds me of this candle back on February 2nd, where it did the same thing. And look what happens after it did that, straight up. You see?
Yeah.
Similar candle. You see this candle?
Yeah, it's true. They even had one like that in December. I mean, this seems to be a pattern.
There was
Yeah.
one right here, right? Back in
Yep.
December 2nd. And
Yep.
did the same thing again, straight up.
Yep.
So this is a pattern. And also, if you look at these doji-like candles, you'll see that this low is, we're getting a series of higher lows, including this
Yep.
one and this. So they're very significant. They seem to all indicate turning points.
Yep.
The December 2nd candle, turning point. The February 2nd candle, turning point. So today's candle, February 17th, is likely to be a turning point, and we see a nice update tomorrow. I mean, it doesn't have to happen that way, but it certainly could. It's happened twice before. Let's go for a trifecta. I like this one. I like the chart. The fundamentals are nice. We have a very good write up that's going to come on to stockpicks.com. STOKPIKS. Look for it by tonight. All right. I want to do the theme of the day is C's, but I want to do VBIV first.
Yeah, VBIV. I added this morning, actually. Some of my buys in the 360s are making me happy.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I mean, I'll start with the fundamentals. So very interesting and out of character for VBIV. Like, they've been tweeting a lot, and I know this isn't the biggest news when it comes to biotechs. It's like, oh, a company's tweeting, but they've been getting a lot of press on their COVID vaccine. The New York Times put out an article on them. A Canadian newspaper put out an article as well, and it's specifically for this pan-COVID approach. The idea being we're just kind of playing whack-a-mole with the strains that are out there right now with these monovalent vaccines targeting one strain, and VBIVs. I mean, they're in the very early stages, but they have this pan-COVID approach that's targeting COVID-19, SARS, and MERS, and some pretty prominent people seem to be taking notice. So I'm wondering if these flurry of PRs are gonna precede some sort of trial initiation that's gonna spark some moves, and that's my prediction here. I think in the next coming weeks you're gonna hear something about COVID vaccine trials for VBIV, and I'm bullish on the short term for that reason, and I'm already long, but yeah.
There really hasn't been a major low in this one for a very long time.
Yep.
The closest thing to a major low, but a less significant low, would be January 4th. This has had a very bullish run.
Yep.
January 4th, the high was 297. So this has been extremely bullish, following this trend line. The 200 is a trend line. Right smack on the 200, and then it pulled away, and it was following the 9-day for a while. Went through the 9-day, and it's going to make a turning point soon. It's had a run, a corrective run, 5 days in a row down.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This looks like a very good spot to be a turning point.
Yep.
It would be higher than the previous turning point. The low that day was 358. The low today is 363. So actually, you want this to be a low.
Yep.
You don't want it to go lower than this low, because then we could be looking at a bigger slide down to the 50. So holding today would be extremely indicative of a turnaround. So you want to see this hold today, and you want to see green tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. And the volume's pretty low today. I think, yeah, a lot of the profits I've been taking from other plays are going into this.
I'm not going to issue too many buys, but the first two stocks I looked at looked like buys to me: Avadel and VVI.
Yep. I'm
not in a buying mood, mind you. I sold about 1% of all my holdings today before the market, before this show. So I'm not in a good frame of mind to buy, but I'm going to buy both of these.
Excellent. Me too.
So I want to look at the C's. Let's look at EVgo. They're going to merge with CLII apparently. EVgo is like Blink, it's like SVE, ChargePoint. It's a charging stations. And people are excited about this one. I think it might be the biggest one in the country. And it's been selling off, might be buying opportunity soon. So let's look at this one. I had it as my top pick, or second top pick for the week. All right, so the chart looks pretty yucky. We're making new lower lows. So where it ends, nobody knows. But I'm going to take a shot at midway. Midway between what? Midway between, let's say, the high of 24.34. 24.34, and there's no distinct low. Let's play it differently. Let's fill half a gap.
Yeah.
The low to stay is 20. The high to stay is 14, let's say. Let's say $17.
17.
Back in the middle, around 17 bucks. Would be a good spot for this to stop sliding and people start buying. So sometimes you have to kind of use your judgment. My judgment says somewhere around no man's land. Not at the 50, not at the 9, not at the old high of $15, but it's $17.
Yeah, I mean, when you have violent vertical moves, splitting the green candle is usually the go-to, right? That's what you're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
In effect, we're splitting the day, as if this candle and this candle were one day, and we're splitting. That's essentially what we're doing. 13 to 20, so it's 3.5 points to 13, 16.50, maybe a little lower. You might pick it up even lower.
Yeah, that's the RSI, 55. Okay.
Maybe. But this just looks pleasing to me. This line that I drew looks like, for whatever reason, a good spot for it to turn around and then with a lot of buying come in. We had a big, almost engulfing candle after the big move up. And we made a new high after that, but that was it. Now it's been pretty much straight down. I would expect just a little bit more down before buying this one. I don't own it. Normally, when I give my picks, I do own the stock or I buy it. I refrain from buying it. I wasn't in a buying kind of mood, so I didn't buy any of my own picks this week. But this is an interesting play. I think it'll be good long term. CLA is another SPAC that I think has been doing fairly well. I have so many SPACs in my brain. I don't remember this one. What it is. I know it's a good one. EV. I think it's EV. And what a yucky candle today. These big fat red candles. Yuck. Down 6.5%. But you know, these kind of days make for buying opportunities.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the whole market's doing this right now. Like,
yeah. So it's still with it all. It's still a high or low if it goes back up tomorrow. I don't want to see it take out this low. Lower 1350. It should better hold. Otherwise, we're probably going to test at least the 50. So I want to see 1350 hold. I don't think it's in danger, but who knows? Could be. So the test here is this 1350 hold. And just like VBIV, you want to see a nice green candle tomorrow. I think that's the case for much of the market, where you just want to see a nice green candle tomorrow. That would take away some of the jitters that I'm experiencing anyway. I don't know if everybody's jittery like me, but I'm jittery. All right, so we're following the 100 up on CTIC. We're not having a bad day relative to the rest of the market. CTIC is a Dr. J favorite. I like the fundamentals. They have meetings with the FDA to discuss their new drug application. They have a rolling NDA. They had very good results from a phase 2 trial. And the rolling NDA is to apply for, without a phase 3, to apply for new approval by the FDA.
Oh, wow.
So I think they're in good shape fundamentally.
Do they have a priority voucher or anything?
I don't know if it's a voucher, but they have
fast track.
There's something with priority.
It's probably fast track designation. Yeah, that and priority are separate. The voucher you can actually sell to other companies, but
I don't think they're looking to sell it if they have it, because they want to get approved. They want to start selling this drug.
Yeah, for sure.
By the end of the year, they should be approved. If they turn in the NDA this quarter, which they said they would, let's say they turn it in March 20th. Takes about 6 months on the fast track, right? It does. It's 6 months with fast track. So that would be 6 months from March. It's fourth quarter. Beginning of the fourth, no, still the end of the third quarter, right? End of the third quarter. So by the fourth quarter, they should be approved. And the drug is an MF drug, myelofibrosis, which the only competitor, I think, is the JAK inhibitor by one of the companies. Is it AbbVie, maybe? I don't remember. That I don't remember. I think it might have been Insight. Did Insight get swallowed up? I lose track of all these middle-sized companies.
Yeah.
But But there is one drug that's commonly used for MF, and it's not the greatest, and this one figures to be better, I think. So fundamentals look good, technicals look good after some consolidation down to this low, and now it's starting to move along the 100. I kind of like this one. The low is 321. Was that lower than this low? No. So it made a higher low from. I like when they make higher lows.
Yeah.
So this one's 121, 310, and it made a higher low, just on 211, and now it's starting to move up again. Today is actually a good day.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of the market. So I'd like to see it take out the high from 211. That would show that it's really getting some momentum, like 350, 351. And then I see new highs in sight above $4. I like this one a lot. It's one of the few that I haven't shed any shares on yet. You never know, because they could do something strange and upset me, and I'll shed and I'll sell. CTXI I wasn't planning on selling, but I did. I wound up selling a chunk. What other C's did I put down? CVM.
Oh yeah, CVM. Let's definitely look at that. I'm seeing what else people are asking for. BCRX, LCTX. Not a whole lot of requests today. I think you can just do whatever you want.
Okay. So CVM, after making that crazy big run into the 40s, has settled back nicely.
Yeah.
Into what looks like a new trading range above $20, or at least above $19, whatever that low was.
Yeah.
Let's see what was this low? The low was 1868. So we have a series of higher lows, 1868, 1955, and presumably today might be a low at 2020. So I like that. Again, tomorrow is an important day in my mind. I want to see green tomorrow throughout the biotechnology area. I want to see green tomorrow to convince me that the market's not beginning some kind of crazy sell-off. So I'm looking for a green day tomorrow to make my mind quiet, because my mind is not quiet now. My mind is playing games with me, whispering sell, sell, sell. And I'm ignoring my mind because I don't want to sell, sell, sell anymore. I want to buy, buy, buy. And I'm looking for things to buy because I'm already borderline too much cash. All right. So if that doesn't get people confused, I don't know what will.
Actually, can we do ALBO? That's one of mine. I want to get to that at some point.
I did sell my ALBO for a profit. Never wrong to take a profit, right?
Okay. So you're out. Interesting.
Yeah, I sold it to above 40. Yeah. A profit is a profit.
I think I'll be able to get you to come back in on this at some point once the market stabilizes.
All right, tell me the fundamentals, once again.
Yeah, well, this one. Yeah, this one's pediatric liver disease, and it's another one of my favorites because it's an orphan. It has orphan designation. The phase 3 data was excellent, and basically they're targeting approval, I believe, pretty early in Q3, maybe mid Q3, but yeah, they have the fast track voucher, the priority voucher, and the orphan. And they just had investor day, and I looked in a bit. I don't see any real competition to them on the PFIC front. Like, I've been looking for other companies that are doing what they're doing, and it just doesn't seem to be nearly far enough along to matter.
Would I have a PDUFA date?
I don't know. I don't think they have the actual date yet, but I think all signs point to it's going to happen in Q3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the fundamentals are important here. This is a very key turning point, extremely important. This was on January 22nd when it put in a low of 33.75.
Yeah.
You do not want to see it go below that number. You do not.
Sure.
So
yeah.
Clearly, you want it to stop going down as of the low today. If you own this stock, you want to see it repelled by the 100, or even if it crosses 100, you want it to come right back like it did every other time except for 122. Notice how every other time it crossed 100, it came right back.
Yep.
So the 100 is very, very key support. It's okay to dip its toes below the 100, but you want to come right back above it, as it's been doing pretty much since mid-January. So the 100 is very key here. And we had a cross of the 9 and the 50, very positive cross, took it to new highs. And now the curvature of the 9 is clearly heading back to another negative cross of the 50, unless things straighten out. Right now, it's very bullish with the 9 above the 50, above the 100, above the 200. Very bullish chart, even though we've had our ups and downs. Last I heard, stocks go up, stocks go down. So it wouldn't be hard to convince me to nibble right here today. I sold it very well. I sold it probably in 41, 42.
Nice.
So to come back in at 37 is not a bad move for moi.
Yeah.
I might just consider doing that. Let's look at. I had some other C's written down. I'm in a C fetish. We haven't looked at this one in a long time. Probably with good reason. It seems to fail all its trials. Made a nice comeback move. It seems to load and reload my chart. It's also up on a down day for most biotechs. Take note of that, because when a stock bucks a trend, sometimes that alone is a signal.
Yeah. Okay. This is very bullish. Yeah. Nice chart.
We're not down that much. We're down only 15 on the S&P futures. We're down 4 on the Dow. I don't know what the IWM is. IWM. We're down 1.3% on the IWM, on the Russell. So the biotechs make up a good portion of the Russell. We are taking a definite hit on the biotechnology stocks, and this one is having a nice positive run today. And this one is, I don't know, the contractility of muscles. They have neurological drugs for ALS and pipeline, for Parkinson's, for I don't know. And they also have heart, contractility of the heart muscle. They have, I don't know what the rest of the pipeline is. I haven't followed it that carefully since I shed most of my shares. I still own some of this. I'm looking for perhaps to get back in, but I'm not sure. So I'm mixed feelings on this one. I'm probably just going to hold the shares I have. I might add back a little bit, being that I sold higher, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm frustrated by the fact that it seems to keep failing trials, and yet it doesn't collapse in price, which is a good sign. So I have mixed feelings on this one. What other C's did I put down? I have got a whole mess of
He has
C's.
3 requests. He has BCRX, Mankind, and AEMD at some point.
All right. All right. So BCRX.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what else.
One of the few stars in my portfolio lately.
Yeah, it's done great since last week when we were looking at testing the mid nines. Yeah, it's done.
Yeah. Well, this was a class signal. What did I do? I went
You did some Fibonacci, I think, here.
I did.
I think this was.
I did a Fibonacci retrace on this one.
Yeah, I think this was one of the first times I've seen you do that Fibonacci retrace. It was interesting. I didn't know a whole lot about it, so I learned a bunch.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, flashback. There we go. Yeah, we did a Fibonacci retrace on this.
Yeah, which made sense.
And also, what was interesting to me is this was very close to an engulfing. Just missed by 4 pennies. Remember we discussed it? I would have liked to see it close 4 pennies higher. Well, it turns out it didn't really matter, did it? Because
it did not matter
at all.
Yeah.
It was still a very bullish candle. It acted as if it were a fib. It acted as if it were an engulfing. We were up sharply the next 2 days, including today. And the only thing I don't like is the volume is not there, but hey, you can't have everything. It's moving in the right direction. It took out this little high here of 1041 today. I like it. I like it. Keep it up. Erod, this stock is moving. Erod.
De-risked and moving.
We're moving. We're moving on up, like the Jeffersons.
Yeah, I talk to Erod every day. He loves BCRX.
I know. He eats, sleeps, and drinks BCRX.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we have Q4 earnings are next week, and I'm still pretty hopeful that they're going to give some sort of guidance there on how many patients have switched to Orladeyo. I think
I'm bullish BCRX. I'm bullish almost every chart I look at today.
Absolutely.
BCRX, VBIV.
I bought more today.
ABL. I'm bullish a lot of stuff. Also, might even consider ALB again, ALBO.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some of your 30% cash back in the market, Dr.
Yeah, I'm looking to do that. How about Walmart? It's coming out with earnings tomorrow. Can we chart that?
Oh, that's tomorrow. Okay.
Tomorrow, not today.
Okay.
It's flat on the day. I think the high of the year is somewhere around here, 151 maybe. I think tomorrow's earnings, you could see it above 151 pre-market. What would that be? Probably Friday morning. So I'm calling for a little pop on earnings. That's what I'm calling for. Pop on earnings. Earnings will beat the street and will beat the whisper number. And just like Amazon, it'll have a tremendous quarter, which just similar to Amazon will pretty much be overlooked. We've come down off the high, right? The high was what was it? Right about here, 153.66. I think that was the high. Well, I'm not sure. It might have been higher. So we're down in a very nice consolidation pattern. We did not take out this key low, did we? No, 137.37 stands. And the low that we came to was a higher low, 139.19. So I like it technically. We have these series of higher lows. You could argue we have lower highs. I'm not going to say no, but this is a converging pattern. And I think once we get a positive earnings report, we're going to take out the old high, at least temporarily. Will it give it back? Probably. It's been the pattern. It's been the pattern of this market over the last few months. Every high has to be sold pretty much at some point. It's all timing, of course. Some highs don't have to be sold until they go higher. Is that good triple talk? But on earnings, it seems like if you get the pop pre-market, take it. That's how it seems. And of course, people that are invested in Walmart forever are not going to do that. But I'm just saying, and it's really not. It doesn't have that high a beta, so it's probably not tempting to options players to play this earnings report. But I might just take it as an opportunity to buy some today, look to get out at 154. I know it's modest gains, but I might do that. Of course, you could play the options, but you're not going to get much better leverage, even in the options. So maybe for the, probably not that interesting an earnings play for most people, but I might play it. What was that, KMPH?
Yeah, let me check. I think so. That was early on in the chat. Yep. KMPH. Tiny market cap.
This is a great favorite, and it's really come up very nicely from very low lows. It's coming back. Coming on back. Very strong.
Let me see. Oh yeah, wow.
This is one hell of a move from this gap that it made down.
Yeah.
It gapped all the way down to $5. I don't know what the hell the news was, but it gapped from 8 to 5 overnight, and then it's coming back. It already came back to that 8, took it out. It's just running right now. Maybe it pulls back a little to the 950 area, to the 9-day average. I like it I would like to buy this one on a pullback if it happens. You have a gap, a little gap to be filled right here at 932. And if that happens, I'm a buyer of KMPH. I want to look at the fundamentals a little bit, which before I buy it, but the chart looks interesting to me. The formation that I said I'm looking at here looks very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we could get a little pullback and a continuation. All right, so this is an interesting chart, one to keep an eye on. GHSI, we got to look at Ruth Linder in.
Yep, GHSI, I think Mankind.
Yeah, Mankind is another one. I don't know if Linda's still in it, but she had a big chunk of it. I sold mine at $1.17. It did hit $1.40 over here. Linda, I think she's still in it, but I'm not sure. The 9-day should hold this support at $1.02. It came close to that today. So basically, it was repelled by the 9-day at 104, which is a good sign. I mean, it didn't come all the way back it came back to the middle of the candle, which is better than at the bottom of the candle. The rest of the day could tell an interesting story, see if it can get back some more. Doesn't look bad. It looks like it could still stay in this one. And no reason, no compelling reason to sell, as long as it holds this 9-day. Doesn't hold a 9-day, you might want to just get rid of it and not give back all your profits. All right, so what else? RSI, I sold some of it. I know I had a bunch of C's. C was going to be my theme of the day. But did we cover most of the Athesis? I'm getting
Athesis and then also Mankind.
Athesis and Mankind. I'm getting massacred on Athesis. The CEO resigned. That means Hardy Kajimoko Hardy, whatever his name is.
So they're saying KMPH had a reverse split. Okay, that makes sense. And then PDUFA's in 2 weeks. Okay, nice.
There's PDUFA in 2 weeks?
For KMPH, that's what Pablo's saying, and they said they had a reverse split, which made it tank.
Oh, okay.
So that explains that. And then Aaron, oh, he didn't hear the VBIV thing. Yeah, VBIV, I like COVID trial initiation soon. I'm just going through these questions to make sure people are getting their answers. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, chart Athesis. There we go.
Look at this nasty trend on Athesis culminating today with the news of the CEO resigning. Gil von Bachlen, who's basically the founder of the company, he's been there so long, I think he is the founder, packed it in under pressure from the board, pressure mounted by one of the board members, Kajimoto Hardy, the Japanese partner on the trials for ischemic stroke. Remember I said the sanction on the board to me is not a good thing. And Jake said he doesn't mind it because it's something worth fighting over.
Yeah.
But I don't like it, and it's caused the distress. This acting CEO is Lerman, who was previous CFO. So they bumped him up as interim, and someone from the board took over as chairman of the board, not Hardy, somebody else. But I think Hardy won round one of this battle. He seemed to have gotten out the man that he wanted to get out. So maybe it's smoother sailing ahead. I don't know. But today was a shakeout day. I sold more. I got shook out. High 272, low 242. I sold some in 256, I think it was, right around where it is. So I still own tons of shares. I figured, let me take some profits while there's profits to be taken.
Right.
I don't like the fact that this 200 is staring this downtrend in the face. The 200 is in the 220s. I could see it retesting this level with this high right here. So the high of 228 looks like it might be support for a down for a stock that's, let's say, having its troubles. Yeah, I would think right around here might be support. Right around here, right around that 228 level, which is also where the 200 is. So I'm near term a little skeptical, but I do like the fact that it didn't go lower than the low of this day here, 241. If it would have gone lower than that, I think we would have collapsed altogether. So it went about as low as it could without going too low. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Without collapse. It would have collapsed to the 200. If it took out 241, I think it would have gone all the way down. And it still could. It's early in the day. Who knows? This kind of stock is extremely volatile, especially when it starts selling off. Run for cover when it starts selling off. It's like an avalanche. I've experienced them before.
Well, Pete has the opposite opinion. He said, I see 250s as a buy.
Well, I can't buy anymore. I have too much, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't.
Fair
I'm
enough.
not.
Just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm not buying. I'm in selling mode just because I have too much, if for no other reason. I don't want to be in a position where I can get hurt by any one particular stock. I'd rather spread the wealth. So I have other personal reasons for selling on weakness because I've seen this weakness before. And if you get news of covered odds being a failure, which I expect we
Yeah,
will, then it will tank.
yeah,
It will tank to the low twos. So short term, this one could tank. On the other hand, if the covered odds news is positive, it will fly. And I think that's the nearest term catalyst, unless you want to count something like last patient dosed in Japanese ischemic stroke trial as a catalyst. I don't know why announcement didn't happen. Maybe the last person was dosed and they just didn't bother announcing it. It should be usually a PR, that kind of thing. But Hardy and Gil Van Bachlen have been having all kinds of difficulties. So maybe that precluded that announcement. In other words, they might have dosed the last person, but Hardy just simply forgot to tell Gil. They weren't being exactly cooperative.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I don't follow this on a daily basis, but I don't remember that CEO. I don't remember that news item, I mean. So I would assume that didn't happen or they just didn't denounce it. Meanwhile, to me, bullish that it didn't break 241, but certainly not bullish in the series of lower highs and lower lows.
Yeah,
Not the kind of chart I like, so I took some off the table.
yeah.
Maybe it's the type of chart Pete likes, but not my kind of chart. All
Okay,
right,
mankind, and then I gotta go. It's 10, so I can do one more.
it's an hour, right? So we're going to call it.
Oh
The
yeah.
show is mankind, and that's it. I still own mankind. I'm still convinced this is a buyout candidate sometime this year. It just makes too much sense to me not to be. So I like it as a buyout candidate. I think the chart is good, not great. Came back down recently from a higher high. But I'm in it for the buyout. It's doing a lot of nothing. We have basically a bullish pennant right now forming. So I expect this will eventually be taken out. It's got a very bullish chart. So there's no reason to sell my mankind, I figure. I'm either going to hold or add on dips. I like the recent performance of mankind in a pretty shitty biotech environment over the last week or so. It's held pretty well. I think I have it as a weekly pick, or if I don't, I should. I think I do. You have a nice flag-like formation forming here.
Yeah.
You visualize the flag down. So we have a bull flag. Probably this is a stock that's probably $10 buyout or no buyout by mid-year or the end of the year, depend what comes first, mid-year or the end of the year, whichever comes first.
So $10 by June. Okay. All right.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Okay, so plus I feel it'll be bought out. If it's bought out, it'll be bought out for 12 to 15. if that happens soon. Get more than your $10.
Very
Let's see
nice.
what Pete has to say before we wrap.
Oh, interesting. So he's not scared of the COVID news.
Pete, odds news Japan, and you're talking about 5 people in that trial. That's not news. New CEO, when is that going to happen? That could take months. And other catalysts make me believe it has a few steps to rise. Bad shock, but good news soon. I hope it's good news. I hope. See what Confucia has to say.
Oh yeah, Linda's an ice fisherwoman, so she's talking about fishing.
Yeah, minus 43 degrees. She went out there.
Very nice. Hope you caught something.
Yeah, the last 3 days in Texas was pretty tough. How cold did it get, Kat? Yeah, I know they were out
here. 60 and sunny in Oakland.
Beautiful.
Sorry, had to do it.
60 and sunny in Oakland note, we're going to end the show. Hope that you have good trading ahead, and tell your friends to subscribe and tell your friends to watch. We have gems, hidden gems that we uncover all the time.
Yeah.
And there's a wonderful chat going on between Linda and Pete and Confucia and Man and a whole bunch of people. So we have a side show besides the main show. Adios, amigos. See you all on Friday. Let's hope for a better end to the week than beginning. Have a good one.
See you then.
So thanks for coming, Arjun. See you soon.